the ritual.
Nah, bro. We've seen these rituals before, man. This is gonna be messed up. The Foundation contained this with a procedure that makes no sense. And I think why is gonna be the scariest part. Keeping what's meant to stay put, that's my whole existence. So when I think, yeah, that won't hold, be scared. Why do they keep doing it this way though? No idea yet. Let's watch together and find out.
Buried deep within the SCP Foundation's hyper-secure intranet archives is something so horrifying the O5 Council live in a constant fear of the hopefully forever hypothetical scenario in which they're informed of its containment breaking.
There is so much drama immediately.
The Council have bore witness to some of the most mind-bending horrors and terrifying entities even the deepest of nightmares couldn't create, and yet all pale in comparison to this.
How?
SCP-2317.
How?
The first identification of SCP-2317 was in the form of a wooden door and door frame that was originally constructed as a basement door for a 19th century Massachusetts brownstone townhouse. It was discovered by an unknown individual in 1922 and is currently stored in Containment Area 179.
I find that so funny. It sounds like they just yoinked the door and like move it down there. That must have looked so weird, just yoinking a door off the wall. I wonder what the wall looked like afterwards.
Through the door is a Keter-class entity, if it can even be called that,
what?
And thus is almost impossible to actually contain, even with the most extensive and complex containment protocols. Truth be told, we can't truly contain this thing because we have no idea what it is or how it works. I mean, it breaks all agreed upon laws of physics, space, and matter that we've become so accustomed to, because through this door is an entirely different reality, and contained within that reality are horrors.
Okay, souls, buckle in. The geography here is a lot. Step through the door and you're on a salt flat the size of a city. There are 7 marble pillars going deep down into the earth, and standing dead center at the bottom is him.
And contained within this almost chamber
What is that?
SCP-2317-K.
Ew.
The entity. A gigantic human-like creature estimated to tower over 200 kilometers tall when stood up, with horns resembling tree branches sprouting from its head.
How? How is it this tall? What the heck? How did they? I guess it must struggle to get through the door if it's that big, right?
It appears to lack a lower jaw, and its body is covered in millions of overlapping plate-like scales.
This is giving me like merman vibes, right? You know, like not like merman like Ariel, like merman like OG disgusting merman vibes, right?
But embedded within the entity's back are 7 extremely heavy hooks, each one attached to an equally heavy chain made of some sort of foreign substance that we don't know, with each chain connected to the lower end of one of the 7 marble pillars.
Wait, what? Did the SCP Foundation do that to like contain it or not?
However, the Foundation currently faces a major problem. As of the filing of this report, of these 7 support structures that were keeping the entity in place, 6 of the chains have broken.
No.
And only 1 remains intact.
Bruh.
And so we'd better talk about how we're trying to actually contain this thing. We're currently carrying out operations, so to speak, within SCP-2317. I mean, if we don't at least try and keep it contained, then nothing else that we do here at the Foundation will matter.
So how do you babysit a 200-kilometer apocalypse? You bolt the door in a concrete cube, post guards, and rotate everyone out for therapy after 2 months. Souls, what is this doing to them? Oh, and to even qualify, you've got to ace an obedience test, be single, and have 0 kids. Tell me that's not them picking people nobody'll miss.
And this brings us to the ritual.
Nah, bro. We've seen these rituals before, man. This is gonna be messed up.
Researchers have discovered that the engraved marble pillars are used in some sort of sacrificial ritual at the solar noon of each day, when the sun reaches its apex above SCP-2317. This ritual is used to contain and pacify the entity until its chains can be repaired and reattached. The ritual itself has been given the codename Procedure 220 Calabasas.
Now the ritual that supposedly keeps him quiet, Procedure 220 Calabasas. At first, they sent in a D class every month, then they upgraded it to a level 4 senior staffer, and then dressed him back down as a D class so everyone below clearance still thinks he's just an expendable. Souls, what is the gain to hiding that your ritual guy is actually a big shot?
The ritual. To be conducted,
Let's go.
it requires 2 armed security personnel with level 3 security clearance or higher, referred to as the guards, 1 foundation personnel with level 4 clearance or higher, referred to as the celebrant, and 1 genuine class D personnel, referred to as the assistant. It then also needs a live chicken, an obsidian knife, a silver aspergillum and aspersorium, both filled with 500 cc's of holy water that has been blessed by a priest of Abrahamic faith, and a 1 kiloton nuclear device.
This is an insane recipe list. Why is there a nuke here? How has the Foundation got access to this many nukes, man?
The celebrant begins the ritual by walking around the pillars counterclockwise, scattering the holy water from the aspergillum and aspersorium toward the center of the ritual site with every other step. Upon completing 1 circuit of the site, the celebrant scatters holy water over the head of the assistant while reciting the following phrase: 7 seals, 7 rings, 7 thrones for the Scarlet King.
Wait, Scarlet King? What? What's the Scarlet King's link to this? Huh?
Based on current understanding, failure to correctly perform Procedure 220 Calabasas may result in an XK class end-of-world scenario, defined loosely as a religious apocalypse in which our reality would be utterly decimated.
Decimated? Decimated? What? Religious apocalypse? What does that mean?
When the entity was initially discovered, 3 of its chains were still intact. However, when studying the 2 that broke over the following years, our correlation analysis has yielded some terrifying revelations.
Wait, it started with 3? Does that mean like some D class has been like fucking it up or something? What is going on?
It appears as though the breaking of a chain correlates with extreme disaster or loss of life in our reality. The breaking of the 5th chain in correlated.
Oh my god, that scared me so much. That scared me so much. You don't even understand. My soul left my body, bro.
Correlated directly to a in our world.
This is horrific. Oh my gosh. Impersonating a member of the Overseer Council is punishable by death? 10 seconds to exit the vicinity?
SCP-2317 is a primeval entity known as the Devourer of Worlds.
A devourer? And this thing has history. The ancient people called the Erications chained the Scarlet King himself back in 1894 BCE. Their codex talks about 7 chains forged from the bones of the Devourer's 7th bride. Souls, the lore on this reads like a grimoire. I don't love that. Moving on before it notices me.
Researchers believe final containment failure is certain to occur within the next century, as soon as in the next 30 years. Because the chains were built from the bones and sinew of another of the Devourer species, all of whom appear to be extinct, all attempts to repair, replace, or even rediscover the methods of creating these chains have proven fruitless.
That's how he's trapped in there. It kind of makes sense. I like the logic behind it, but that is like crazy that these guys took something like that down.
Until the inevitable occurs, our main threat is internal despair or panic within the Foundation. If word spreads of what we are failing to contain, well, that 30-year deadline starts knocking on tomorrow's door. So, in order to stem despair and panic and maintain morale, we've devised and implemented a false containment procedure, named Procedure 220 Calabasas.
Wait, what? That's fake, bro. You're joking. You're joking. Do they even know how to do anything with this thing?
In order to give the Foundation staff the false illusion that we have this thing under control when we most certainly do not. Calabasas has been intentionally designed to incorporate familiar elements of ritualistic
I hate it. It got real bad.
magic, religion, mysticism, the occult, Foundation containment procedures, and to also appeal to almost the common institutional meme regarding the effectiveness of thermonuclear weapons in destroying paranormal entities. Calabasas was designed to be a believable countermeasure to ease the anxiety among staff, whilst we, at the top, frantically search for any kind of solution to the terrifying inevitability that we appear to be facing.
This is like such a dread-filled SCP. This is scary, bro. If that one got under your skin too, hi, hello, subscribe, the ferry never closes, and I part the next one right there. And between us, I'm a little scared of it already. Come be scared with me, don't make me ride solo, come on. Anyway, mind the gap on the dock, and see you on the water.